What's up, you guys? My name is Aubrey. This is HP. We knew that this day was going to come, and the day has come to where one of our Getaround cars has inevitably been in an accident. As you guys know, about a month ago, we joined the Getaround platform, which is very similar to Turo in concept, but has some very big differences. And we got a Scion XD to rent on the platform. Well, the Scion's been on less than 5 rentals, I think 5 exactly maybe 4.
5.
And it's already been in an accident. A couple of days ago, a guest texted me or called me late at night, said he had been in an accident and the Scion was damaged in that accident. So in this video, we're gonna be walking you through the entire process of what this damage was, what we're doing to replace it, and what the process is in order to get this car fixed, and also in order to get reimbursed for this car. At the end of the video, we'll break down exactly how much we made or lost in this damage claim. So let's get started.
Aubrey is going into a meeting, and we're going to go ahead and take our Mazda to the lot, and we're going to go pick up the Scion. We're going to see exactly what damage has been done to it and what we'll need to get. So now we're back at the lot. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Scion and see how bad the damage is. So as we can see, it looks like we got a pretty well damaged fender. Looks like a pretty bad impact right there and on the bumper, and it has separated. Looks like a pretty bad crack right here. Not too concerned about that bumper because the bumper looks well intact, but it looks like we've got this to replace, which retains the bumper to the body, and definitely the fender. It doesn't look like our headlight is too badly damaged, or our hood. Looks like this went underneath, and I think that's about it. Now that we've assessed the damage and seen exactly what I need, Aubrey and I have found a similar red Scion XD at a salvage junkyard, and that vehicle has been wrecked pretty bad. But that fender on that vehicle is perfect color match, and it's not damaged as well according to their internet listing. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Scion XD back to the house. I'm gonna remove the fender so I can see any other under parts that I might need to get off of the new vehicle or the salvage vehicle that's at the junkyard. And I'll also have to see what tools I need to bring with me to take off that fender at the junkyard lot. It's a pick and pull lot, so I get to choose whatever vehicle I want, take my own parts off of it, and then they just price it out just like you would grocery shopping. Let's go. Got the fender off, and the damage isn't too bad, and it's exactly what I expected. It's a fender and maybe a little bit of a bracket or two, but the downside about working about an old car is that the fasteners will tend to get old. They're plastic and they get a bunch of dirt around them. They get very hard to get out, and they just break when coming out. So maybe pick up some fasteners while we're there, maybe and get them off the old car intact. But it looks like we'll need this one bracket here, and other than that, just a fender. And I think we're in pretty good shape. And like I said, the other vehicle is the exact year, make, model, even down to the paint, which is exactly what I need. So I'll be able to replace this old one with that new fender. So we're gonna pack up. We're gonna take one of our other Turo vehicles that needs to make sure that it's running right and properly diagnosed, and we'll get going.
So I am finally out of that meeting. That meeting was supposed to be about 30 minutes. It was close to 3 hours, so it ran about 2.5 hours over. But now we're headed to the pick and pull yard. So while we're driving, I want to go over a few things regarding the claims process with Getaround. So as you guys know, we joined Getaround. Getaround is very similar to Turo, but it's slightly different. And the big difference with Getaround versus Turo is the passiveness of the business model. With Turo, you have to check in cars every 24 hours. With Getaround, you only have to check them in once a week. So as long as you have photos that are taken within a 1 week period of time, those photos will carry over and protect you if an accident was to happen 4 or 5 days later. So as long as you continue to have a process of checking your cars once a week, then you'll be good to go. So we are about 5 rentals into Getaround. We have 1 damage claim. And I'm gonna be honest, the Getaround claims process was really, really encouraging. So the entire process from start to finish was pretty much passive. I didn't really have to do anything. The guest contacted Getaround on his own behalf, letting him know that the accident happened. I contacted Getaround to let them know that the damage claim had happened as well. I provided them some pictures, and that was really it. About 48 hours after the accident, I got an email from Getaround. They were letting me know that they were in the process of processing my claim. And then about a week later, I got an approval for the claim, and that was really it. So all in all, the damage claim was super seamless, super easy. I was super impressed with the entire process, and to be honest, it makes me want to buy more cars for Getaround. The one criticism that I would say I do have for the process is the fact that Getaround only pays you once a month. They pay you out for the month that just happened. So for example, this video is being recorded in July, and HP and I, as of right now, still haven't received host earnings for June. And the damage claim that we just got approval for is going to be clumped into the host earnings for July, which means we won't get payment for that until August. So this means that we're having to foot the bill for this damage before we actually get paid for the damage, whereas Turo, on the other hand, pays out for damage claims relatively quickly within about a week. With Getaround, we probably won't get paid until about a month, which for us right now in our financial position is okay, but if we were in a tighter financial spot, this would be a big deal, especially for large damage claims that will cost hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to fix. So as of now, the damage claim has been approved. Now we gotta head to this pick and pull yard, and we gotta get the part to fix this Scion so that it can go back on the road.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I.
It feels good outside. So here we are at the pick and pull yard. For those of you who have never been to a pick and pull yard, basically what this is just an entire junkyard of cars that have been wrecked, and you literally go up to the cars and you pick stuff off of them. It's as simple as that.
Here's the vehicle that we've been looking for. It's a little damaged than in the photos, but a lot better than what's damaged on ours. So we're gonna go ahead and start jacking up this vehicle, get that wheel off, and let's get that fender off.
And just like that, we've gotten the part off of the Scion.
Sweet. Whew. Got some Pope CX and a slightly damaged fender. Woo. So after our trip to the salvage yard, we've got a couple of things. So we ended up getting about 3 more hubcaps. This Scion does have some aftermarket hubcaps, but these OEM ones are really expensive, and they actually end up fitting and lasting a lot longer than the aftermarket ones. Now, we also got a new fender, or a used fender. Now, I won't lie to you, this fender was advertised as being no damage. We get there and there is some damage to it. Now, they adjusted the price accordingly, but this is still about 1/3 the price of what it would cost us to get a new aftermarket fender and then painting it after all. So not terrible. It does have a bit of a dent here and a bit of a dent there, which we're gonna go ahead and fix with a little bit of paint. And it's gonna look a lot better than the other one that doesn't really fit on this vehicle any longer. So all in all, not a bad trip.
So let's get this fender on in 3, 2, 1. So here we have it, the new fender, well, new to us. HP just got done installing it onto the car. Now, this is not our best job ever, but I think it will do, and I think it will be good for Getaround. So you can see here that there is still a little bit of damage here. There's also some damage right here as well that will also need to be addressed. But all in all, we're not looking for perfect, we're just looking for good, and that is exactly what this is.
All in all, going to the salvage yard and getting this fender and getting some miscellaneous paint supplies that we're gonna need to kind of touch up the front bumper, we're right about $95 including tax. That's how much it's costing us to fix this vehicle with labor being free. Though I don't want to disregard labor entirely, it took us about 4 hours to complete. Now, Getaround ended up paying $1,404 to repair this vehicle. So that means we made a profit of $1,309.
Ow. Close. Close circle. So like HP said, we made a profit of just over $1,300 on the fact that this Scion was in an accident. Now, accidents are really a double-edged sword because on one hand, we like to see the accidents happen in a way because it is a profit center, but on the other hand, it does devalue the car. I mean, this car will not be as nice as it was before the accident, even though we have fixed it for the most part. It does depreciate the car. It does kind of shorten the lifespan of the car, and ultimately, there's pros and cons to both sides of it, but it's always a good thing to make money off of damage claims, and that is certainly what we've done today. I get asked all the time, how do we make money off of Turo or off of Getaround other than the trip price or the daily price of the vehicle? And the answer is doing this stuff, you know, going to pick and pull yards, having your partner and your business partner help you fix cars, and doing all of that type of stuff. Though I know HP was the one that fixed this car and I just simply was the cameraman. Either way, doing DIY jobs is really how you turn Turo, or Getaround in this case, to be a really profitable business. But like always, you guys, we appreciate you checking out the channel. We appreciate you watching this video. If you have any questions, comments, if you have anything to add, make sure to leave a comment down below. And while you guys are at it, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell. And we will see you guys in the next video.